Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. So today, boys, we have an interesting video for all of you. Obviously, every video is interesting, but today's one is a little bit more interesting because it's been a good market for me. Like you guys know, when there's no supply, it's a lot better to trade. So I have been doing a lot of icon trading and all that stuff. That's not the main purpose of today's video. The purpose was I bought like 70 or 80 car. No, not 70, probably like 50 or 60 before I went to sleep. I was getting lazies like last night, but it was a really risky buy. There's obviously going to be potentially UCL marquee matchups today. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, UCL marquee matchups is I think it's usually like an SPC that brings all the blues back on the market. So there's always like a big correction of cards because cards are getting two versions. So there's always a really big drop on these types of days. So I don't know what's going to happen. If that does come today, I would expect a pretty big crash with a lot of stuff in packs. But I took the risk of last night. I picked up a lot of cards just trying to do a little bit of a flip. Thought people might buy in this morning. And to be frank with you guys, it didn't go that well. I was going to wait till the video to list, but because I only have 2 listings before 1 p.m., I basically decided to list. I bought Aubameyang at 250. He never really jumped more than 255. I bought a lot of Lucas's at like 55. He didn't really jump more than 57. They jumped a couple hours ago a little bit more. I was not awake. I bought a bunch of Rodrigo's at 30. I mean, he's 32, so that one's not so bad. But it's like none of these would be worth it. I bought Davies at 42. He's 46. That's not a bad one. Sissoko at like 30. I think Sissoko at 32, 31, and he's 34. But as you guys can see, right, like none of this profit is like good. So it's like it is what it is. It was not the best overnight move. What did we just get a sale with? Was that another Lucas or another Haaland? So we got these Haalands at 42. So again, it just wasn't the best move. I got Courtois at like 35. It's a weird one, man. With this market right now, I don't think people are buying in at all this morning. So it's just kind of like a stale market, and we're gonna end up taking like probably a tax break even or maybe like a 1K profit on a lot of these cards, which it's okay. It's not a bad thing, and that's the thing with trading, guys. I want you guys to see, like, I go through these kind of stale parts, and, you know, like, it sucks, guys. It sucks to buy, like, 90 cards and just have it. It sucks. It sucks to buy 90 cards and none of them go up, right? It's, like, super defeating, but it is what it is. We've been on fire with the icons recently. In my opinion, like, the most skilled days to trade is when the market is crashing, and yesterday was one of those days, and we just killed it. We sold so many icons. We just did really well, man. I got back into the icons. I haven't been doing them in a while. So, guys, this Thursday is going to be a huge day for the market. Now, what I mean by that is that this Thursday, guys, I think the market is going to go to the freaking moon because we've now got the situation where, like, people are going to grind rivals on Thursdays. Like, that's never really happened before. So, Thursdays are going to be, like, a big day for people to get on to FIFA and just grind. Not only that, in the last couple of years, when we get these weekly rewards, it flies. And this Thursday is the first weekly rewards. And a lot of people, in my opinion, are still using, and I'm not saying this is a bad thing because Rodrigo's cracked. He scored amazing goals against me this weekend. A lot of people are still using this type of card, this gold card, right? So what I think is going to happen is that you're going to start to see a lot of people moving closer towards more of a, how would I put this? More of like a Timo Werner from that card. You're going to see people kind of taking another step in the meta progression. And so it allows for a lot of investing. It allows for a lot of opportunity. And there's going to be things because of this UCL market matchups tomorrow, because of Team of the Week panic tomorrow, there's going to be things that, man, that get too low. And so what I can say to you guys are always looking for investments. Look for cards that are out of packs. Just things like that drop a lot. You know, let's say there's a big crash today and we see this informed Haaland go down to 140, 150. I think that's a great play for like holding until Thursday or Friday. And I think you get a great return. You know, is it going to hit 150? It's a big drop, but look, it's possible, man. It's definitely possible. I think a lot of these out of packs and a lot of these kind of like more meta-ish golds are going to do very good. That, like, I think personally this upcoming Thursday. So that's a big opportunity. We've got an opportunity with Team of the Week today. Team of the Week should get pretty low today as well if we do get supply. A lot of pack pulls here. A lot of cards should be, you know, getting packed. I would expect that to happen. This is the last day that Once to Watch is going to be in packs as well. So these guys are about to go out of packs. My favorite hits from this Once to Watch is Semedo, Sane. Those are probably like my main two. I don't think Rodrigo's bad either. I like Cemento because I know that every pro and every player is using Cemento in their team right now. So I think regardless, people are going to try to upgrade to a special Cemento. I think it'll go up out of pack. I think it'll go up a lot for this weekend league. Even though it's the same as the other card, I think that card will gather some hype. Leroy Sané reminds me a lot of Gareth Bale right now. I think they have a similar situation where I don't think as many people know that Leroy Sané's hurt. I know he's almost back soon. That's going to be something that will rise his price. A lot of people are saying, Nick, are both ones watches in packs tomorrow? No, it's just if you kept your pre-order pack, that's the only thing that's in packs. So like both the ones watches are going to be in packs if you kept your pre-order pack. That's only your pre-order pack. And then in terms of these cards, you could see like Tella's rising a little bit. Some of these guys still have a lot of supply with the ones to watch cards. So it's a weird one. I think the second ones to watch team is a lot more rare than the first. I will say that. Now, this weekend, guys, what were you going to expecting to get is Scream. I think Scream is going to be coming this Friday. So there's a lot going on, man. I think Scream is going to be a big promo this Friday. I think we are going to see some significant panic before 1 p.m. this coming Friday. And I think with the metas, there's a big opportunity for a lot of it to rebound. But I think what we got to keep in mind with the Scream, and we'll do a video on the Scream, there's a lot of good cards that come out in Scream. So, you're gonna have to weigh the panic. It's got to be a lot of panic for a rebound because I think there is a reason to panic this Friday. I think a lot of people will buy things at inflated prices Thursday, and I think a lot of people will sell and buy something else on Friday because I think when you take a look at like that Scream Aguero and these types of cards, there's a really, really big emphasis on these cards being really good, and I think it will impact the market a bit. I think it will come on and hurt stuff a little, man. I really feel this way, man. So I think that's something that we gotta be realistic about, man. I think it's something that's gonna come on. It's gonna hurt the market a bit, and we just gotta be prepared for it, man. I think like the thing that I've learned in FIFA with and sharing information with you guys is like the most prepared we can be is the best we can do. So knowing today that we've got a UCL marquee matchups, maybe a player SBC, right? It's not telling you to panic sell. It's just like, hey, let's be ready, let's have some coins available. Now, for me, I think the best time, if we do get a big crash today, the best time to buy today would probably be somewhat during the afternoon Champions League games. Probably later on, probably like 3 to 4 hours after, and then you might see like a nice little rise happen tonight on a rebound. I think that's what I would expect. Recently, the cheapest times to buy have always been during games. There's always been a rebound after we get games. I don't know what the full reasoning is, but it's a thing, right? After these games happen, people get back on the foot and they start buying cards again. It's kind of the cycle that I've been noticing, and it's kind of been going on for years now. So use it to your advantage. Use it to your advantage for sure, because once you can learn trends like that, they really can become super helpful for your benefit, man, for making coins and things like that. In terms of this team of the week, I mean, what I've been noticing is a big trend is that on Tuesday nights, investors buy team of the week, and they try to get involved in an investment, and I really want to sell to those people. So I'm going to be looking at team of the week this afternoon. I think it's going to get really low. I think I'm looking at Ramos at like 210, maybe 215 if he gets that low. And I think Walker's a great hit if Walker gets pretty low too. I'm very interested in Walker today with any sort of supply. I think Walker could be a great hit. Even though he's expensive, I think Walker's so in demand that I think Walker's a player that we're looking at is going to be rising. If the conditions are right, like about 100K out of packs, I really think he's that type of card. He reminds me a lot of this. I think a lot of people are going to move on from that. I mean, I don't think people are going to move on from that Joe Gomez, but I think people are going to, if they do move on from Joe Gomez, go to a type of Kyle Walker player is my guess. Wow, Eto's down. So another big trend that's been going on right now is I've been trading the icons a lot. These middle, especially the new icons like Eto and Puskas and these types of players, they're dropping a lot, man. It's like people have tried them out and they're like, I do not want to play anymore with these guys. Wow, Zidane is 2.59. So is he 259 or that was a 3.5? That says those guys kind of trick you out, man. But yeah, these cards have been dropping a ton, man. It's like people just don't even want to use them. I think what happened was they got really falsely inflated in the first week or so. And obviously, like, now they're correcting in price. I think whether it's people realize they're not as good as they actually are, or vice versa, they're just not performing to what people were expecting, and people are selling them on the market. So that's been another pretty big. It's been another pretty big trend. I think other than that, there's not much, man. I'm really starting to look at a couple opportunities in the market where I'm trying to do some like more long-term safe investing, and a couple of those things would include. I think hunters are a big deal. Like, I think hunters are really undervalued at 2K. Are they actually lower? Wow, they're actually lower. Are they 1900? Yeah, I mean, these are so cheap. If you guys remember, I mean, when I play Weekend League, right? Like, most of the people that I see on Weekend League have shadows and hunters, and that's all they have. So this is really low. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a hunter project. And if you guys make it to this point of the video, I guess you get a little bit of extra tip. I'm going to be trying to get like 20 to 30 hunters a day, just so I don't like make myself like broke with buying too much and then I can't trade or invest. But I'm going to be slowly just kind of putting these in my club. And look, it's something I've never done. But again, you guys know on YouTube, we're trying to chase a big target this year. Trying to get a billion transfer profit, okay? Like, we got to figure out, we got to be doing everything this year. It's like every single thing possible. So I think 2K is so crazy for hunters, man. I remember so many times selling them for like 5 to 8K last year. So I'm just going to put it in my club. We're going to wait till a promo where supply dries up a lot. You guys got to understand at this point of the year, there's a lot of supply with cards, man. It's just kind of how it goes. There's a lot of people doing packs, a lot of consumable packs at this point of the year. So this is like a thing that I think is like super undervalued right now. So I'm just going to be kind of stocking a little bit every week and kind of seeing how that goes. I think it's a really safe move long term if you're interested in a long term investment. Just going to do 30 a day, right? Put 30 in my club now, and now we're good. So anyways, guys, that's going to be the video today. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.